I will say this is not at all how I expected our first experience eating pizza in Italy would go. In my head, I envisioned like a nice kind of semi-fancy restaurant, a bottle of wine, just like a very calm, romantic atmosphere, and this is definitely not that. We're Greg and Hillary, the Kinetic Kennons, and we're on a mission to live con todo and to attempt everything on our bucket list. And if there's one place in the entire world that is likely on everybody's bucket list, it has to be Rome. But does Rome live up to the hype? Let's find out.
It's the cutest balcony I've ever seen. Italy is just so Italian from like everything I've seen. I can't take it. It's so cute.
Something that seems very Italian thus far. Tiny cars. Mini Coopers, smart cars everywhere. 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 With Rome being so popular, how could it possibly live up to its reputation? We were very apprehensive about that, but I feel like
I don't know. Like, is Rome worth the hype? I feel like we've only been here a few hours, and overwhelmingly, yes, so far.
Wow. Oh man, super nice Italian guy in there. I feel so excited to be here. More excited than I think I was even before. I don't know, it's hard to explain. Like this morning when I woke up, I was just like so ready to get outside. And it was just one, to see the architecture, to see the city, but also to try the food. Things like, I got like pastry on me there. Things like cannolis. I can't even speak. I did think Rome was gonna be like a little, just like too much for me. It's just right. It's just right. Oh my God.
You know those shortbread cookies you get in the Christmas tin? This is like the best one of those, dunked in butter, filled with sweetened cream cheese with chocolate chips in the middle. This can only mean one thing. I think we're gonna like Rome. Boom! Woo! I've been thinking of that one for the last 10 minutes and I was really proud. Rome is underrated. Can I say that? Does that make sense? I feel like Rome is one of the most famous places in the world. And I don't know, I think it lives up to those expectations. Every building we see is like miraculously beautiful and majestic and huge. I think I did not expect so much in terms of everything here is ancient. I don't feel like there's anything even remotely modern, and so I'm not sure there's another place in the world that we've seen that's like that, where everything is ancient, and I think that makes Rome different and awesome. Maybe a better way to say what I expected about Rome is, I think I expected there to be a few picturesque places in the city, but honestly, everywhere is picturesque. Every corner, every nook, every cranny, every little teeny tiny alleyway is like the most picturesque Italian postcard ever.
This is it. This is This is awesome. I'm just walking around with the biggest smile on my face. It's just so neat to see. Also, Rome is a strange place because it is very touristy. We're one of them. We're walking around with the camera. And anytime like a whole city, a whole downtown, whole area is this touristy, it kind of is basically just the whole area is a spectacle. It feels like not, I don't know how to explain it. It just feels like a spectacle. And sometimes that can be bad, and maybe it is here. I can't imagine it any busier than it is now, to be honest. But Rome, if any place is worth spectating on, it's here. This is the spot. So yes, it's touristy. Yes, it's a spectacle.
And yes, we're here for it.
And yes, we are here for it.
Oh God, I am very stressed. It feels very intense in here. I'm gonna let Greg talk.
I like 2 pieces of this one with mozzarella. What's this one have?
Buffalo mozzarella and tomato.
Wow.
Italian food in Italy, more specifically pizza in Italy, is on my bucket list. I've waited 33 years for this moment. It's perfectly greasy. That sounds really weird, I know. It almost like melts in your mouth. The tomato sauce tastes very like light. I would say the opposite of robust, if that makes sense. It's like not spicy, it's very tomatoey. Oh, I love Italy.
The pizza is very good, but I will say this is not at all how I expected our first experience eating pizza in Italy would go. It is not what we expected. No, but really, it's not what we expected. I think in my head I envisioned like a nice kind of semi-fancy restaurant, a bottle of wine, just like a very calm, romantic atmosphere. And this is definitely not that. It's very cool. It's more of like a street food vibe, which we did not expect at all. So, not what we expected, but I'm loving it. More importantly, the pizza tastes delicious. That is not a car. Neither is this. And that's definitely not.
Everything's so tiny. How is that person gonna get in? But they did it to the next guy, so don't even feel bad for him.
How are they going to get out? It's a better question.
That's crazy. They put a steering wheel lock on so no one takes their car, but don't worry, buddy.
The very first of many gelatos in Italy, which is on the bucket list that we are now officially completing. I've got pistachio, and the other one was, it was like
Almonds with
orange almond or something. I don't know. It did come with whipped cream, and yes, I did eat it all already, and yes, it was delicious. Delicious. Also not how I really expected our first gelato experience to go. Eating it on the sidewalk.
On the ground.
It seems to be, that's what, seems very Roman. When in Rome.
Like, takeaway seems really popular here. Someone came into the restaurant earlier and just, like, chugged their coffee at the counter and left. That sort of, like, culture of, like, it's all kind of street food. You all kind of get it for, like, takeaway or to go seems very normal. So, when in Rome.
Day 1 in Rome somehow completely exceeded any and all expectations we could have completely had about this city, about this country. It, dare we say, is maybe underrated.
Today we got a teeny tiny little slice of Italian food in Italy, but in the next video we're going to eat as much food as we possibly can.